Oh, what a week. What a day. Beautiful sunshine today. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well and safe. Today I am going to give my predictions for the upcoming game week in the Premier League, Matchweek 6. But before that, I'm going to do a fantasy shout out to the top 10 of our fantasy league. As you guys can see, well done to Sheldon Clark, who is currently on top of our fantasy league. Well done to him. Let's get on to the predictions. As you guys can see, let's take a look at the Game Week 6 fixtures. Obviously, the headline fixture is Chelsea versus Liverpool at Stamford Bridge, with the two sides meeting up earlier in the season in the UEFA Super Cup. Obviously, these two sides played against each other because Chelsea won the UEFA Europa League and Liverpool having won the UEFA Champions League. Now these two sides met up in the Super Cup in Istanbul earlier in August, and the game went to penalties after they played out 2 hours in a 1-1 draw, and Liverpool having won on penalties in the Super Cup. Now these two sides meet again in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge. But the weekend's fixtures begin on Friday night in a South Coast derby between Southampton and Bournemouth. Then heading on to Saturday, the early fixture is Leicester against Tottenham. Then kicking off on the same time is Burnley hosting Norwich City. Norwich City beating the champions Manchester City last weekend. Then it's Everton against Sheffield United. Then it is Manchester City against Watford. And then the late kickoff on Saturday is Newcastle hosting Brighton. Then on to Sunday. It is an interesting Sunday. Looking at the fixtures panned out, all 4 games are being played in London. The Crystal Palace is hosting Wolves, and then West Ham United host Manchester United at the London Stadium. Then it is the other 2 games. It's Arsenal hosting Aston Villa, and then the headline fixture is Chelsea hosting Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Now let's go on to my predictions for what I think will happen this weekend. Let me start off at the first fixture of the weekend, Southampton against Bournemouth. Looking at the previous results, Southampton and Bournemouth, they drew quite a lot. Last season they played out a 3-3 draw, an entertaining 3-3 draw at St Mary's Stadium, which is why I will go looking at the current form. Bournemouth lost last week and Southampton got a crucial away win, which is why I will go a 2-1 victory for Southampton. Going on to Saturday's action, Leicester against Tottenham. The previous results looking in favour of Tottenham, so this is why I will go, let's say maybe 3-1 to Tottenham. And then Burnley against Norwich. Believe it or not, this is the first Premier League fixture ever to be played between these two sides. And I will go, that's why I will, given the experience Burnley have got, I know Norwich won last weekend against the champions in an impressive performance at home, but I will go Burnley to give them a bit of a reality check. And Ashley Barnes on form, I will go 3-2 to Burnley. Then it's Everton and Sheffield United. I will go Everton to keep a clean sheet in this one. Luca Digne in my fantasy team, keeping a clean sheet. And I will go Everton to win this one by 2 or 3 goals to 0. Then over to the champions, Manchester City against Watford. This, I think City will have a big response to last weekend, having won with a clean sheet on Wednesday night in the Champions League. I think they will have a big response this weekend. and that's why I will go maybe say 5-0 to Manchester City. Then the late kickoff on Saturday between Newcastle and Brighton. These games tend to be quite close, 1-0-ish, 1-1 to the away team, Brighton, last season. So that is why I will go 1-0 to Newcastle. 1-0 to Newcastle at home. The St. James's Park atmosphere behind them. They will carry on to a 1-0 victory over Brighton. Now over to Sunday between Crystal Palace and Wolverhampton. Now last season these two met, and on both occasions the away team won. So between Wolves and Crystal Palace won at Molineux, and Crystal Palace hosting Wolves earlier that season, Wolves won at Selhurst Park. So I think that will go on this weekend. That is why I will say Wolves will get their first win of the season, and I will say maybe 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Then the next fixture is West Ham against Manchester United. Now shockingly last season West Ham beat Manchester United at the London Stadium 3-1, but that is when they still had Marko Arnautovic to help them steer on to victory. And later on that season at Old Trafford, Manchester United won the game 2-1. And that is why I think United will just have the edge, depending on how they will get on tonight in the Europa League. We still have to wait for. Given any issues, I think United will just have enough to beat West Ham on Sunday. Then it's Arsenal against Aston Villa. These games tend to be a heavy scoreline for Arsenal, beating Villa quite heavily in recent games. That is why I think Arsenal at home with Aubameyang, nothing going to go wrong. I think another 4-0 victory on the cards for Arsenal. Now it's over to the big match of the weekend, Chelsea against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Having already met this season once in the UEFA Super Cup in Istanbul in earlier August, it was 1-1 on the night, having played 2 hours of football, and Liverpool won on penalties. Last season, Liverpool beat Chelsea at Anfield 2-0, and earlier that season, Chelsea drew against Liverpool 1-1 with a stunning equalizer from Daniel Sturridge in added time. But also last season, Chelsea and all the previous seasons when Chelsea beat Liverpool, there was only one man who separated the difference for Chelsea, and that was Eden Hazard. Now with Hazard gone this season, and I think Mason Mount now is injured and will have a late fitness test, but I think if Mason Mount starts, it will be another close one. That is why my prediction for the Chelsea-Liverpool game is 2-2, a score draw at Stamford Bridge. That is it for today's video, guys. Comment down below what you guys think of the big match this weekend between Chelsea and Liverpool. I've gone with a 2-2 draw, another score draw, and hopefully a few goals for Tammy Abraham as well at home. I think Chelsea's first home victory of the season is still waiting largely on Frank Lampard's mind, but I don't think they will get it this weekend at home to the European champions. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Any Chelsea fans, any Liverpool fans, any United fans, any City fans, comment down below what your teams will do this weekend. That is it, guys. Leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.